Hey guys, it's Sunny coming back this week with another episode of Journey of Sacred Expansion. This week we're going to dive into the solar plexus chakra. This is located 2 inches above the navel. The solar chakra is associated with the color yellow, and the mantra is Ram. This comes from your gut here, basically. And it's related to the element fire, and affirmations for this chakra is or start with I can. The chakra it affects the abdomen, the stomach, the upper intestines, liver, gallbladder, spleen, and middle of spine. So the life lesson around the solar chakra is to experience the depth of who we are with self-empowerment and self-esteem, to live our life task or soul's life purpose. It's beautiful, right? So the crystals that go along with the solar plexus chakra that can help with healing, calling in energy by setting intentions and holding onto the crystal or keeping it on your person, are yellow citrine, which I have 2 different types of citrine here that are yellow. This one's sort of yellow, but it's more yellow than another citrine I have. And then I have this more clear type of yellow citrine. But I do not have the others. We have amber, which is also corresponding with the sacral chakra, yellow tiger's eye, yellow agate, rutilated quartz, and yellow topaz. Okay, so those you can always look up or ask your local crystal dealer. They usually will know a little bit more about crystals than you and I would. But they're very, very good for healing, protection, energy that you're trying to call in, setting intentions, just working with them. I mean, they're living, conscious beings like we are. So just like everything is one. All right, so again, I always have to say this disclaimer. Before I get into this episode, I just want to state this disclaimer that this information I provide is relative to healing ourselves. However, if you have a concern with a medical condition, please consult your doctor or a professional on medical advice. In no way can I offer medical advice, as I am not a professional medical consultant. This is a focus in the holistic art of healing and should be done with caution and discernment. So moving on. The solar chakra is largely responsible for our personal power. It governs your sense of self-esteem, willpower, self-confidence, and the ability to assert yourself in the world, your identity, and autonomy. So this chakra helps you define your individuality and take control of your life and your decisions. Action and will. It's the driving force behind your motivation, determination, and an ability to transform thoughts into action. And digestion and metabolism. On a physical level, it's associated with the digestive system and metabolic processes, helping you digest not only food but also emotions and experiences. So this is a huge area. This is our central sun. This is our life force energy within us. Okay, so this is a huge chakra to work with, and it really does help us to stand in our power, to hold boundaries against others who maybe take too much of it, our power, our time, our energy, our resources, you know. So it really does affect our stomach, our digestive system. I've done so much work in this area. I still have a little work to do, but the healing process is never ending. Okay, there's no levels, there's no like I'm further along the path than someone that just started 2 months ago. You know, I mean, everybody's got their own journey, and it's all in divine timing for each other, not for all. Okay. When the solar chakra is out of harmony or balance, we have a need to dominate and control our surroundings and everything in life exactly how we want to create for comfort and safety for the self. So basically, we're trying to control everything around us, how things are happening. Otherwise, if it doesn't go our way, we're getting very irritated, angry, triggered, upset, depressed. I mean, it brings us into that lower vibrational state that we've talked about in previous episodes. Also having a great need for prestige and keeping up appearances, feeling like that's important. Otherwise, people will forget you, or that you're not important. We function through the world with deep feelings of inadequacy. So this is again with our inner power. It's not lit. We're not trusting ourselves. So we feel inadequate. We do not respect ourselves and may even manifest self-hatred. So this is definitely one of those areas that we hit before we hit that sacral chakra of like that depressive, low vibrational energy that we can get to when we don't feel adequate enough. And we also tend to people please. So this leaves us giving our power away to others and leaves us with no sense of self. Okay, because we're giving all of our power away by creating comfort for others, you know, and being quiet rather than speaking our minds or our truth for what we want, because we all deserve that. Everybody does. So if you are experiencing any of these feelings that I'm about to go over, I would reach out to a certified healer or therapist for clarity and healing of these wounds. So causes of the blocks are stuffed or repressed anger that we're not letting out. We stuff it down. We keep ourselves quiet rather than speaking our truth in a logical and kind way. But since we repress it, we're pushing it down and it can actually explode. This is how we tend to get crazy, or seem crazy from others when we're not voicing what we need and ending up blowing up because we can't take anymore. Issues of control, especially in areas related to power. So these are causes of blocks. Physical dysfunctions are arthritis, gastric or duodenal ulcers. I'm not sure if I said that right. Colon or intestinal issues, pancreatitis and diabetes, chronic or acute indigestion, anorexia or bulimia. I just want to touch on this really quick because I know it's a very sensitive subject, but this isn't to scare anyone. This is just to confirm what you may be feeling or, just information that you want to know about. But the anorexia and bulimia this is usually because we're not confident in ourselves. This is what leads to these ailments. Liver or adrenal dysfunction, fatigue, and hepatitis. Mental and emotional dysfunctions can be trust in others and ourself, especially being fearful all the time, intimidation from others, just from little things that they might say that trigger you, self-esteem, self-confidence, self-respect, care of self and others. So you feel like you can't take care of yourself. You're just kind of taking life as it comes at you instead of trying to plan or have a routine or things like that to keep your life in order. And sensitivity to constructive criticism. So if somebody tells you that maybe you've upset someone and they asked you kindly not to do something, or that that it hurt their feelings, and then you get upset or triggered, or maybe you take on that hurt for yourself, because we do that when we're interacting with other people. We take on their energy, and so that can really affect how you feel about that, right? This is emotions. They get tied in this area in our body. They get stuffed down. Not just anger. It's all the lower vibrational emotions that we tend to repress and suppress. So ways to unblock the solar chakra. This is my favorite part. Yoga poses. So this is going to be related around your core muscles, which is kind of like the sacral chakra, but this is more upper in the abdomen area. Cat pose is a great one. I actually love this one, especially if your abs are sore, and it's just nice to kind of stretch the back if you sit down a lot. Cow pose, sun salutation, which is very popular, boat pose, and half boat pose. And then oils related to this chakra is lemon, lavender, rosewood, Roman chamomile, and rosemary, which is my favorite. I do love lavender too, though. Like, I really love lavender. So you can also do color therapy. So I think I might have mentioned this before in the past episodes, but you can wear yellow. Yellow kind of brings that energy into our space, you know, like it's there, it's on us. It's like we're embodying it when we can use it with intention. Martial arts, so taking up martial arts is really great to help you kind of activate and really empower yourself. Creating healthy boundaries with others in your life and to strengthen your inner power. That's how you do that. And then trying things outside of your comfort zone. You know, if you never went fishing, you know, and you've been interested, go try that. That's something that might be out of somebody's comfort zone. But, you know, whatever it is, go dancing, learn how to salsa. You know, not a lot of people feel confident about doing that, but the only thing that's stopping us is ourselves. It's all here, but we want to lead from here. I'm always going to remind people about that. And here too, you know, our solar plexus, obviously, it's kind of connected there. It's not kind of, it is. So when our solar plexus chakra is in harmony, balanced, and activated, we feel whole, centered, and who we truly are on a soul level. We know our self-worth. We're very empowered. We feel like we are worthy of what we want in life and our desires. We cultivate our personal power in healthy ways. We are in touch with our inner warrior, which is just that strength within us that helps us through the challenges that we face in our life. There's a balance between spiritual and material worlds. So knowing that we need things in order to survive. However, knowing that you have what you need to survive. It's that balance, okay? We develop tolerance and acceptance of ourselves and others. And acceptance is super huge. I actually listened to Michael Singer on Sounds True podcast on YouTube. I just listened to one of his about acceptance, and it's just, I love listening to him. So definitely listen, because it's a mind-blowing, life-changing experience. Also, his book is The Untethered Soul, so that's a really great one to read. And then also the last one is we feel an inner peace and calm. Let me tell you, I used to live in such a chaotic mind. My mind was going non-stop. Like, I would wake up in the middle of the night. This is when I had insomnia and chronic pain. And I was drinking very heavily to get rid of the pain and to try to stop the voices. Little did I know I was just activating more of my own anxiety. But, oh man, it was so bad. It was like the minute I woke up at 3 a.m, my mind was going. And I would start drinking, and, you know, it was a big, terrible cycle. So that's just a point of view of where I was compared to where I am now. I'm almost a year and 2 months sober. So, anyway, Cali sober, not completely sober. Hopefully you know what that means. But you know, like, I lived in such a world of like fear and like not feeling safe, not feeling secure in myself or secure in life. Like, I never really felt like I didn't belong here. Like, I mean, I don't feel like I belong in a lot of groups, but I mean, that's the life of a spiritual person, and this life right now, we're so far apart, we need to come together, but we're working on it. But now, like, I can actually have a quiet mind. My mind doesn't race all the time. I'm able to sit for at least, because I mean, it's pretty hard to get to a place where you're completely quiet, and this is someone who does this work every day. I meditate 2 to 3 times a day. And I'm able to sit at least for 5 minutes straight or more without my mind going off. Like, I mean, I get thoughts, but I just let them pass by. Like, I don't even, I don't attach to them. I don't even look at them. I just let it go by. Obviously, if it's meant to be looked at, I'm going to look at it, but I know that difference. And so I just want you to know that this work does really help. And I hope that you enjoy the information. And if there's anything that you want to know, once I'm done with the chakras, we can go ahead and dive into anything that you want to know about. Anything. I literally sit here and learn and listen to podcasts about everything. And so, you know, there's some things I'm working on behind the scenes to expand my business. I actually am going to be doing a full moon reading. It's in Scorpio. This is a wild time during Pluto retrograde, so it has to be done. So I will be doing that. I'm sorry I didn't do a new moon reading. But we have the Scorpio full moon on the 12th, which is Monday here in the United States. And I'll probably do it on Mother's Day on that Sunday, or this Sunday, the 11th. So just look out for that if you'd like. If you want a personal reading or a healing session or spiritual guidance, please reach out to me. My email's in the description box below. I'll also tag more information of the healing modality that I'm currently using while I sign up for Reiki certification. However, I just want you to know that I'm a true believer in what I do, and I know that I am confident in my healing abilities, and I've helped others, I've helped myself, so just know that I'm here if you need anything, okay? Just even questions. I'm not going to charge you to reach out to me or have a consultation to see if we match up for your healing journey. So just reach out, and I love you guys, and I'll see you next week. Love you guys. Take care.